Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning class, how are you today?
Morning. Morning, Miss.
Okay,
I'm fine,
great.
thank you.
Okay, anybody absent today?
No.
Okay, thank you for letting me know. Okay, before we start our lesson today, Haikal, could you please lead our prayer?
Okay, be ready.
Yes.
Let's pray.
Amin.
Finish. Greeting please.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Haikal. Okay, let's start our lesson today. Okay, so today we're going to learn about probability of independent event. Okay, this is the mind mapping of probability material. So for today we're going to learn about multiplication probabilities, especially about independent events. Okay, this is our lesson outline. So today we're going to understanding probability of independent events and then calculating probabilities of independent events. Okay, before we move to our lesson for today, I want you to review our last week material. Okay, these are three questions. The first one is what is probability. The second one is what is the formula of probability of an event, and then the third is express the possibility of an event occurring through a probability line. Okay, anybody want to answer the first question?
Me.
Okay, Rida first. Okay, what is probability?
Probability is the chance that an event will occur.
Okay, gimana teman-teman? Benar?
Betul.
Oke, give applause to Rida. Okay. Okay, the second question. What is the formula of probability of an event?
Menil.
Okay, Arianti.
Oke, tadi rumusnya itu PA sama dengan total kejadian yang mungkin dibagi sama total seluruh kejadian.
Okay, that's correct. Give applause to Arianti. Okay, last question. Who wants to input the mark question in this probability line?
Me.
Okay, Rida again. Okay, what is the probability of event that 0%?
Impossible.
Okay, correct.
Yes.
Okay, what is the probability between 0 and 50%?
Unlikely.
Betul.
Yes.
Okay. Next, what is the probability of 50%?
As likely as not.
Okay, that's right. And then the probability between 50 and 100%.
Likely.
Okay, that's right. And then the last one, the probability of always happen.
Certain.
Okay, that's good. Give applause to Rida.
Yay.
Okay, so in our last week material, we're gonna talk about simple probability, and then now from our last week material, we took a sample of flipping a coin, right? Okay, who still remember what is probability of getting heads? Half. Half, yeah, that's right. Yay! Okay, what about the probability of getting tails?
Half.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so the probability of getting tails and heads is equal to a half atau 1/2. Okay, why is it 2? Because there are just only two possible outcomes. It is getting heads or getting tails. Okay. Okay, next. Okay, what if we get a question if we flip the same coin 2 times? What would be the probability of getting heads twice? Okay. So this is the question is one of the example of independent events. Okay, what is independent events? So what independent events refer to occurrence of an event not affecting the probability of another one. So the probability of the first event not affecting for the another event. Okay, to solve the problem, we can use a different method. Another way of solving probabilities is by creating something called a sample space. Okay, a sample space. Okay, so basically sample space refer to the entire set of possible outcomes. Okay, since we're flipping the same coin 2 times, there is one coin and then we flip how many times? Two times.
2 times.
Okay. The sample of interest, or we can say S, would be observing 0, observing 1, or observing 2. Okay. I have a question. Is it possible to observe 3 or more heads?
No.
Why?
There's only 3.
Because there's only 2 coins.
Yes.
Because we only
Have
Two.
the coin.
flipping
Oh,
the coin?
flipping 2
Two times.
2 times. Okay, that's right.
Yes.
Okay, now we can draw out the sample of spaces. Okay, we have one coin and then we flip it 2 times. Okay, we write the first flip. Okay, for the first flip, we can getting a head or getting what? Tails. Okay, we're getting either getting heads or getting heads. Okay, from these possibility outcomes, if we flip 2 times, we also get. For the second time, okay. If we flip the second flip, the outcomes that we get is head and tails. Okay. Also for this one, we can get head or tails. Okay. This is the complete of a sample space. Okay, from this diagram, we can determine the outcomes and then the probabilities. Okay, for the first outcomes, we can write the first flip would be H, and then the second flip would be head also. Okay, for the second outcomes, first is head, the second is
Tails.
tails. Okay, the third outcomes, the first is
Tails.
tails, and then the second is
Head.
okay, and then the last outcomes, tails, and then tails. Okay. How many possible outcomes? Four. Okay. Now, to determine the probability of these outcomes, we can calculate with multiplying the first event with the second event. Okay. Now we find the probability of first event. The probability of getting heads is
1/2.
1/2, or we can write this as 0.5, and then we multiply it by the second event. The second event is probability of getting heads also. Okay, how is it? Half, also a half, 0.5, or equals to 0.25. Okay, so the probability of getting heads in a first coin flip and then the second coin flip is 0.25. Okay, this is equals to this four possibility outcome because it is just first event times second event.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a question?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. Class, from solving problems by creating sample spaces, we can conclude that the formula of probability of two events happening together is first event times second event, or we can write it as the probability of A and B equals probability of event A times probability of event B. Okay. Okay, highlight this formula is just only for independent events. Okay, we have another example. Okay. Okay, for another example, let's say we are rolling a die and then flipping a coin. So we have a single die. How many sides does single die have?
6.
6, right? Okay. Okay. What about the coin? 2, right? Okay. We can say the first event is rolling a die, and then the second event is flipping coin. Flipping a coin. Okay. Okay. Is it an example of independent events?
Yes.
Yeah,
Why?
because the outcome of the first event does not affect the outcome of the second event.
Okay, that's right. So Eva, give applause to Eva. Okay, so this example is an example of independent event. Independent event. Because when we are rolling a die and then flipping a coin, these two probabilities is not affect the outcome of the second event. Or in other words, rolling a 6 on a die doesn't increase or decrease the probability of a coin landing on heads or tails. Okay. What if we has a question? What is the probability of getting 6? Okay, who can answer this question? What is the probability of getting 6 on a single die?
1/6, miss?
1/6. 6. Why 1/6?
Because there's only one. There's a single 6 on the dice face.
Okay,
There's
there only 1/6 on a single die. Okay, give applause to Pamba. Okay. What if the question is what is the probability of getting tails on a flipping coin?
One.
How?
Okay. Okay, and then when I have a question, what is probability of rolling a 6 on a single die and flipping a coin? We multiply the first event and then the second event.
Oh.
So 1/6 times 1/2, and then equals to 1/3. 12. 1/6 times 1/2. 1/12. Okay, now I want to give you a student worksheet, and then I give you 5 minutes to do this student worksheet. Okay, you can do it with your group.
Ini gimana cara ngerjainnya ya, Miss? Gimana kerjanya?
Simpulan. Okay, if there is a question about students' worksheet, you can just raise your hand, okay?
Okay, Miss.
This with event for activity 2 is from activity 1.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I wanna explain how to answer the students' worksheet. For the activity 1, you write each compound event and determine if it is dependent on or not independent event. So there are 5 events. You choose what are the dependent and then what are the not independent events. Okay, for the activity 2, it's connected to activity 1. So for the events that are determined to be independent, you find the probability of each event. And then the activity 3, you can make a conclusion of what you have learned from this worksheet and then from today's learning. Okay, if it's done, you can explain in the front of the class, okay? Okay, for the activity 1, done?
Done.
Done.
Okay, who wants to answer the activity 1? Oke, Leskia. Oke, boleh dijelaskan kepada teman-temannya.
Saya mau jadi.
Okay, number 1, choosing a tree from a deck of cards, replacing it, and then choosing an S as the second card. This is independent event.
Okay.
Number 2, drawing 4 cards from a deck of cards without replacing them. This is not independent event.
Okay.
And number 3, Tara draws a yellow stick from a bag. There are 5 brown sticks and 4 yellow sticks. Without replacing it, she draw a brown stick. This is not independent event. And number 4,
Okay.
spinning a spinner with 8 equal section and rolling 2 on a die. This is independent event.
Okay.
And number 5, a jar contains 5 marbles, 2 red marbles, and 3 blue marbles. 1 red marble is drawn randomly, and after that a coin is split. This is independent event.
Okay. Okay, class. Is the Leskia's answer is correct?
Yes.
Okay, give applause to Leskia. Okay. For the second, who wants to answer?
Me.
Okay, Sabira. Boleh ke depan? Okay, please give attention for Sabira.
Okay, Miss.
So, the activity 1, activity 2 from number 1, the event is possibility of 3 equal 4 over 52. So, number 1 is
Okay.
So number 1 is choosing a tree from a deck of a card, replacing it, and then choosing an ace as the second card. So the first is probability for 3 cards. Because cards have 52 cards
Okay.
total, and then sederhanakan. Lalu habis itu probability of ace, di mana ace 3 punya 4. So probability 3 and ace is
Okay.
1
For
over
the number
9.
1, is it correct?
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, next.
Okay, from for number 2 and 3 is not independent, so I didn't try that.
Okay.
And number 4 is spinning a spinner with 8 equal section and rolling 2 on the die. So probability of spinner is 1 over 8, and probability of rolling 2 is 1 over 2. So probability for spinner and rolling 2 is and for number 5 is a jar containing 5 marbles, 2 red marbles, and 3 blue marbles. 1 red marble is drawn randomly, and after that a coin is flipped. So probability for red marble is 2/5, and probability of head is a half. So probability for red marble and head is
Okay, class. The answer, the Sabila's answer is the first is 1/169, and then for the number 4 is 1/48, and then for the number 5,
1/5.
1/5. Is it correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Correct.
Correct. Okay, give applause to Sabira. Okay, for the third question, the last question, who want to answer?
Mimis.
Okay, let's remember.
Activity 3. Write down your conclusion below of what you have learned from this worksheet and today's learning. So today's we already learned about independence and non-independence event. Independence event is an event that has no effect to the other event probability, and non-independence event is inverse of independence definition. And then we have this formula. So if you have two events, the probability of that two event is the product of the first event probability times the second one. Okay, that's it, Miss.
Okay, thank you, Pamba. Give applause to Pamba. Okay. Okay. Last, I want you to keep in mind that if you do just a few trials, the result might not end up very close to what you'd expect. In fact, they could be way off. But if you do more trials, you increase your chance of reaching the expected probabilities. As we know that the more we try, the more we get the problem. Okay. Okay, that's all from me. Kurang lebihnya mohon maaf. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you all.